Motorbike trip around Iceland with my own motorbike, which is shipped from the UK, from Northern Ireland actually, and I flew in to Reykjavik. So the trip was 3 parts. I had to go over to England, then ride around England, things, do a lot of good things. Europe's most powerful waterfalls there, strange places, fantastic place.
All good.
And then I had to ship the bike back, but what a place. You can see with these water crossings here, just amazing. And land of fire and ice, but a lot more than just fire and ice. And we'll do a longer video here. That glacier is the size of where I come from, Northern Ireland, and see an awful lot more than fire and ice. So let's get into it. I'm starting here. Last time I did an enduro was 2003, and basically what do you do after enduros is sort of a natural progression is towards adventure biking. So that's why what I talk about the trip to Iceland on the Tenerife 700 and what a trip it was, and make this a fuller video. There's like an intro video. So I went on that bike. So how did I get it there? Basically, I'm in Northern Ireland. So basically, rode the bike over into Scotland, down through Scotland, stayed in England, crawled across England, and had the bike shipped all the way over to Iceland. I then got a train back, flew back to Belfast. A week or so later, flew to Dublin, flew in, and met the bike. So that's how I got there. And then the other video shows basically the bike shipped in Reykjavik, and I fly into Reykjavik, and you go around to the port, pick it up, and all was good. So I did I'll say maybe the video will be called Iceland Long Way Round. I did a counterclockwise loop round, and a lot of people remember in 2010 there was a large volcano. It was underneath that glacier. Spent a bit of time around there, but there's waterfalls, there's volcanoes, there's an active volcano was there, there's places there like the moon. It's just, there's everything. It's just everything you want. There's sand, black sand, trails, off-road mountain passes, hot springs, just so varied. It's just incredible. I wrote down a few things that I'll cut in bits of footage and stuff, maybe do a narration over the top, but things I sort of didn't think about was things like lip balm, lips got chopped up. There's a travel safe website, and the wind can be absolutely crazy, absolutely insane, like 3 or 4 miles an hour more, and you couldn't stay on the road. And you couldn't stop. The gyroscopic effect of the wheels, especially the big 21-inch wheel, was what was keeping you upright. You just couldn't stop. The bike would be blown to the ground. It's just heads. You maybe have to be off, but that's the thing. The weather can be changeable, but I got some good weather. So I'm on ground this way, and there's just fantastic things up there. Powerful waterfall. At Europe's most powerful waterfall, which is pretty awesome, pretty cool. I cannot pronounce the names, but down there you may be able to see there's a wee bridge, and we can go up the other side of this lock, which I'm not going to try and pronounce. We're going to Dantaflass waterfall. Some people say Dantaflass. Just stopped in for a bit of lunch at Dantaflass waterfall, which is Europe's most powerful waterfall. It's 100 meters across with a 45-meter drop. Really awesome. Really super nice day. I didn't get to this western fjords A lot of trails in there, it's different. The highlands are in here, but it's just so much. You probably do 2 weeks. You could do some things, a lot of people 4x4s, water crossings as well. Anyway, so I'll cut bits and pieces in, do a narration over the top, but what a place, what a trip, fantastic. You get little wooden bridges, gravel, and volcanic sandy bits, keeps changing, but the scenery is always kind of amazing. We talk a bit about what you do and what you don't do, and what you bring and what you don't bring, and things like that. What I'm pointing at here is there's a bit of a waterfall. It's now out of view of the mountain there, and this is a point where I'm actually starting to suffer with food poisoning or some sort of stomach bug, and it's not the kind of place where you want to have that, because it's sort of like 70-80 mile into this, and there's 60-70 mile before you come out of it, so you couldn't turn around and go back. You were halfway in, but I survived it. And this is a place I really liked staying at. Over on the left there, you'll see it exactly when you turn around again, is the Fat de Joco glacier. It's straight ahead there too actually, but when you turn right there you can see it now. And if you were to walk onto that and walk off the other side of it, you would have covered the size of Northern Ireland, where I'm from. So the whole glacier is the size of Northern Ireland. So that's why I put that bit of footage in. Nice day that day, no wind that day, but even if there had been wind that day, if you get blew off the road, we get blew into a grassy bit. I read in other places where you're blown into the North Atlantic. Put this bit in because there's a single lane bridge coming up, and from what I could see, you'll see a yellow flashing light there on the right. I think that is like a radar system to let you know that there's nobody on it and you can go on into it, so you sort of need to be careful on that. I thought this mountain range was interesting too, in that the actual level lines or whatever lines is different. You become a geologist. They're all at an angle, the different layers of rock. And it's just, I couldn't figure out why they would be. Over on the left there, they seem horizontal enough, but over on the right, they were running at an angle. And I was lucky with the weather, and some fantastic scenery. And it just changes so much. Basically, you're just leaving the glacier behind, so temperature's getting here to about 12 degrees C, maybe close to glaciers, rain about 8. But when you got days like that, it was fine, but when you got wind, it was unbelievable. This is a kind of accommodation you can stay at. Obviously hotels, camping sites, but there's these little like chalet things that were quite good to stay at. And every part of Iceland you go to, the scenery just changes, and this is a bit that's quite green and pleasant. This is a short bit of drone footage. That's what the young lady was looking up at. My first ever flight of the drone. It was too windy to fly it in other places, or I was too ill with food poisoning or swimming rivers, saving my life. Anyway, so just a basic flight up and back, and it's just a nice little place to stay. And I'm staying at number 7, you'll see, probably sitting to the side of it, and she's away in to sort that out. And from there I headed off and went to one of the other well-known waterfalls. Not as powerful, but sort of nice, sort of scenic one. Well, there you are. There you have it. Very nice day in Iceland, which means another visit to something scenic. And here we are at another waterfall. Waterfall. Waterfall is a U-shaped waterfall. It's pretty nice. Awesome. At some point I had to turn around and head back home again and do part 3 of the trip, which is basically picking the bike up in England and bringing it back to Northern Ireland. Oh, what a trip. So even the third part was fantastic. So if you hang with us, there's a good bit at the end. Here I am at Skip, picking up one motorbike. There it is. Happy days. I'm glad to see this. All good. Happy days.
Yeah, if you just take the weight bar and strap it.
Yep, no.
So I can get you stand up.
No worries. Ripplehead Viaduct. Class. Right, I wonder is it too windy to get the drone up? Wow, that's absolutely awesome. So there's a wee path there. Oh, what's up this way lane? There's Ripplehead Viaduct. How cool is that? Brilliant. So you can fly the drone up around it. Nice day. Nice place. Don't know, I think this is a road that goes around. I see a post van coming down it, so God knows where it actually goes. But should we only get the bike up and get a picture? And Ripplehead Viaduct. So that's it, and hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, thumbs up, subscribe, like, all that, it all does help. And hope you give a bit of insight about Iceland, maybe a bit of insight about travelling on the bike. I'll maybe do some more videos on what to take, what not to take, other things, but it's just hard to put everything together, and just I've got a lot of other footage and I'll put maybe more together, but just thought I'd do this one. So hope you enjoyed it, and as I say, I'll see you in the next one.